But let's get started. I am honored to have you guys here. Thank you for being here for my experimental interviews because I want to do these, but I haven't done them yet. So this is we're going through it and we're learning along the way. But can I have you guys? So maybe we start with Gil, just because on my screen you're up here, you're like before me. But can I have you guys introduce yourself? Like, what's your name? What's your Twitch handle? And what do you stream on Twitch?
Sure. Sorry, I was giving you guys stream labels so people on my channel aren't like Humegalol, but I'm
Like,
sure
like-
everyone knows who y'all are at this point because of yesterday and Kat, you've been on my streams plenty. But
Sorry.
hello XU. Hi everyone. Welcome. Sorry, why did I say welcome? Jesus Christ.
Well,
it's not my.
welcome to
not
twitch.tv/Linstantnoodles.
Yeah, that's me. My name's
Hi,
Gilbert
Vicky.
Gil Linstantnoodles. I started out as a TikTok dancer, and after too many cringe viral dance videos, I decided to go try my hand at cringe viral Twitch streams. So what do I do here on Twitch? I talk, I yap, I bitch, I complain, but mostly in the form of cooking streams, just chatting, mental health podcasts, and variety game shows with my community. And I, just like the contestants here, I'm part of the top 32, and somehow we made it here. I gaslighted my way all the way here, so maybe we can gaslight our ways to the top. From
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Hell yeah!
Let's go. And then what about you, Logan?
Yeah, whenever I hear gaslight, I just think of Gil now. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's you made it your thing. I don't know. I'm sorry if you want that. You don't want that connotation, but hey.
I mean,
No,
Gilbert, Gaslight, they both start with G.
Right. Pretty much.
Gil boss is the term I've coined for myself.
I love that.
My name is
Logan.
LoganRDJ. I am also in the top 32. I'm having a really fun time getting to know everyone here, especially your host Kat. And it's been really cool. You know, I basically stream just chatting. I do podcasts. I mainly do like red flag reviews, confession streams. I do gaming. I do pretty much everything in variety. I do cooking IRL as well. So if you want literally anything, please just.
Come watch, please.
Come to my stream, please. No, but I just stream on Twitch. I used to start off as like TikTok. I also did the same thing as kind of Gil. A lot of cringe TikToks as well. And then I switched over to Twitch, and now I'm here. But that's how we start off. But it's really fun getting to know everybody.
I mean, whose like first TikToks weren't cringe?
Actually, my first TikTok was like 30 million.
Cringe.
So.
Dang. Okay.
It's me hate watching, by the way.
It's just all Gil.
This guy. I'm leaving comments everywhere.
It's you and your 2,000 accounts. Like, fuck. Shit. Chat's asking who's who. Oh, I didn't add the little stream labels for you guys like Gil did because I forgot.
It's okay.
I started off as like Twitch cringe. It's kind of like what people do now. Those did not perform, and now I just do like. I don't know, random stuff. I might take the careers over.
I feel that. I think you and me, Logan, we are similar. We are streamers.
The same person. We are the exact same person. Me and you, same person, like this, forever. Twins, but forever.
Wait, how did you know that's what I was gonna say?
We finish each other's
sentences.
That's crazy.
Oh my god! It's like you're right there in my head.
It's like I'm right next to you.
Oh my god. Damn. I mean.
Alright, I got y'all's names up here finally.
Yeah, we're not actually roommates, by the way. We're just
I mean, I've like been to Gil's place. So I'm like, I don't remember seeing you there.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know. Gil could have moved in with me. You never know.
That's true. Like behind that door.
Likes having solo space.
I do. Gil's been in my house.
I could tell the way he lives. He likes having his independence.
Well, I mean that's pretty valid though. Like.
Yeah, I mean I would too if I had the money. Like living on your own, there's a lot of perks to it.
No.
Like avoiding other people. It is all good. Okay, but like the whole point of kind of like this interview is like I find that you can learn a lot from other people's journeys, so that we don't make the mistake that you guys made because you guys had to make it for us and then we can learn. So like, yeah, step one, don't be bored. No, I was kidding. But when did you guys start streaming and what got you guys into streaming? Maybe we start with Logan first because Gil, you answered
Okay.
first. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I can do that.
Go for it.
Yeah, I started streaming, I think back in around 2016, 2015, something like that. It was a long time ago. I wasn't like very consistent though. I was very like, I did it for fun. I played Counter-Strike one every now and then. And then I went into college and I started doing like Puzzles and Dragons streams, which is like this mobile phone game. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Like,
No, I have.
It's Pat.
It was great.
I have not seen people stream that though.
Yeah, I was a pad streamer, and it was like super awesome. The sense
Ew.
of community. It was nice, you know, because no one else streamed it.
It's very niche for sure.
Yeah.
And so it was like a streaming to like a small community of like 20, 30 people that would actually watch me, and I'm like, this is insane. Like I'm just a dude playing a phone game, and like 20 people would watch just because no one else did it. So that's kind of how I got my start of get that taste of like having a viewership. You know, a lot of people that start off in like, I guess, well, say for example, like Fortnite, they have like one viewer, and they're kind of used to that because it's hard to grow in like such a big category.
Yeah.
But essentially, I started off with a mobile phone game, and then have only really started taking it seriously like last year, October. So it's like I'd say like a year and maybe a couple months, or almost 2 years. I'd say almost 2 years. I think that's probably better. I have to look it up. But it's been a long journey. It's been pretty fun, and it's really awesome to see growth and kind of that style.
Oh, I was stalking you. It was beginning of October 2022.
Oh, yo, she got her
I literally pulled it up like right before the stream. I was like, let me look up these guys' stats real quick because I actually didn't look at y'all's stats.
Oh my god. No, don't look at my stats.
Wait, I was very impressed, Gil. You have the most like linear and consistent stats I've ever seen among anyone.
That's terrible.
No, it's very consistent. I was like,
exponential. That just means there's no exponential spike.
Oh no!
No, but like,
yeah, your growth curve is the flattest shit I've ever seen.
I've never seen anything that like linear though. No, but it's very consistent. Like you've been like grinding at it for so long. Okay, sorry, I cut you off though. How did you start?
Dude, it's not getting edited. She really said you've been streaming for so long and you're still not.
And nothing has changed. Wow.
You still suck.
Going, huh? You're still here.
I'll see myself out.
No, it's okay. All good. I think Logan, you were saying something.
So what was the rest of the question? It was like my history and.
Oh no, it was like when did you start streaming and what got you into streaming?
Oh, what got me into streaming? Okay, I'd say the thing that got me into streaming was just I'd see people like Fusely or even Box, Ludwig. I think Ludwig's a little later. But like Summit 1G, there were these really big streamers that you just watch and have them on the background, and it was just this awesome form of content that I could just have while I'm doing my own thing. And I really appreciated that. It kind of felt like they're kind of someone easy to talk to, and I used to be really extroverted. And I liked talking to people, and so having that option of just talking to somebody was really enticing to me. And then I was never also a gamer, like the game type where having people watch me. I'd have an older sister. She'd play like Dance Dance Revolution. She'd play like Legend of Zelda, Luigi's Mansion, all this stuff, and I'd just be sitting there watching her play. So I was always a spectator, and I kind of think that getting into streaming was this 180. It was like this new scene, kind of like a personality flip, and I thought it was really cool to kind of get into. And so. I guess that's kind of what got me into it. It was always really fun and meet new people.
Ooh, fun!
Nice.
Oh wait, Gil, you're on this
okay.
side. I was like,
Well, on my POV, that's correct.
oh, this was correct for your view. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but for you, do what's best for your stream. It's all good. For me, I mean, so I started social media in general. I think all of us kind of have some like little TikTok arc background. I mean, Caliente, you're definitely still in your TikTok popping off arc, but
The TikTok arc never stopped.
Yeah, it really never stopped. I just started doing social media, just posting random dumb dance videos because when quarantine just started, everyone was doing shit like the Renegade, and I was like, oh, wow, so cool, so trendy. And then after doing that for a little bit, that's when I started meeting friends over social media because when everyone's quarantined, like you didn't really go outside to socialize, and that was like my first taste of like online community. And then some of them basically were streaming on Twitch, and they were like, yeah, you should go over there, they actually give you money. And I was like, okay,
Somebody lied to you, bro.
Well, okay, 50-50 is better than 0-0. I'll say that. So, because you're getting TikTok, I mean, without brand deals, obviously you know this. Like they give you pennies for how much content you put out. Um, but yeah, so that's how I got into Twitch. But I think part of me always wanted to do Twitch because I used to watch hella League of Legends streamers back in the day. Like
Wait, I did
Dyrus.
not know you were a League enjoyer.
No, yes, you did.
That's a nice way to put
we
it.
talked about this.
Did we? Oh, my memory is so
I feel
ass.
like we have.
Maybe
okay.
it probably came up.
All good. Yeah, all good. Oh, cool. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of like the early day pros, like early TSM, like Dyrus.
Yeah.
Odd One,
way back.
Wild Turtle, and Double Lift. Like
the OGs,
the OGs pros. That's what I was watching on Twitch because that's when League was like first popping, right? Like, see, I started playing back in season 2, and then I think that's how I always knew like streaming was kind of like a fun little thing I always wanted to try. But I guess like what brought me to the content that I do now is kind of interesting because each of the judges for streamer camp have played some part of like my streamer journey on their own. Like Foosley and Myung, their content I used to watch well, I not used to, I still do, but like of course like with like OTV and adjacent on YouTube people, OTV adjacent YouTube people, I used to watch hella of their stuff. And then Boxbox, I remember going through high school and college watching his Riven compilations with Nightcore remixes.
Dude, I would actually watch those too. I remember his iconic Riven cosplay.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, dude, we all just like that was the time. That was the time.
I know.
And then Cutie Cinderella is a little bit more recent, but she was actually one of the first big streamers to ever raid me. And since 2 years ago, on my first year of streaming, when she raided me, I don't know if she'll ever remember this, but it has been like, that's when I kind of discovered a little bit more about her and like the events she does. And she really spun the way, because when I started streaming, like Logan, I was streaming video games that were just like, just playing games for funsies. Like I was playing Genshin and Among Us and like ARAM League of Legends to like my 3 friends who were the friends I was playing in game with.
Yeah, so, 3 of them. That's a lot.
Enough to make a 5 stack. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But after that Cutie raid, she kind of like inspired me to really start looking at content very differently. So that's kind of like a little bit of my streaming journey with like content. So yeah, there's that.
You had like you had like 3 average viewers on when she rated you?
No. When she rated me, I was like a 30 viewer Andy. Like I was like maybe like 8 months in. It was like the middle of summer of 2021. So around 2 years ago, actually. And what's crazy is like this whole streamer camp thing, like a lot of it for me is like personally, I want to be able to like make it there and thank her in person for like everything she like, cause like, I don't know, like, yeah, there's a lot, there's a lot of personal reason for me with that. Cause I think she just is an amazing creator and like it's kind of funny because like a lot of people like meme how like people know of Cutie as like Ludwig's girlfriend or whatever, but I actually learned about Cutie first before Ludwig. So but I love them both obviously, but yeah, I think it's kind of cool how like, you know what, it was the other way around.
Yeah, wow, wait, that's actually crazy. No, it is all good. That's like really interesting and really insightful. Like again, I love learning about all of you guys' like streaming journeys and everyone else in my stream too. Like they find it very educational. Ooh, okay. So now going into the real like meat and bones of this. This is what everyone's curious about. How did you grow your stream from when you first started to where you are now? Because now both of you guys are in like the top percentile of Twitch that people like aim to get to. You know, like most streamers would love to be in the position that you guys are in right now. So
how do you think I am? That's crazy.
Okay, Logan,
you
bro, you're in the top 32 of streamer.
I know.
And not only that, you've played video games with Boxbox and Fuslie and Myung. Like,
I mean, both of
regardless
you guys average like at least like 150 viewers around there. Like, I just pulled up your stats before the stream started.
Just real
I pulled up the stats before stream started. That's at least like according to the last like 2 weeks around there. At least. Then like
that is
most
true.
streamers would like kill to get to that point. So what do you think brought you from where you started to at this point now?
You want me to go first? I can go first.
I can see the gears turning. Everyone's like,
I'm like thinking a little bit.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Logan.
Well, one, again, I think most of it had to do with the streamer camp. Before streamer camp, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm you know, he's like, oh, I was a 30 viewer Andy. I am a 30 viewer Andy essentially, and streamer camp has kind of like definitely boosted my numbers a little bit. Thankfully, I'm super appreciative to this event. And also the idea of collaboration has been really, really helpful. And that's kind of what I've seen over the past couple of days, right? Is that the only real big growth that I've seen was because of collaboration, right? When you get other people's communities into your own and you're collaborating and you're growing and you're being your own person, then that's more vision on you. And that's obviously the best audience you want are Twitch users. And so collaboration is probably one way to do so. And even before streamer camp, I would collab with other streamers, either small time streamers, and to really just have a good time. I think that's probably the most important thing is if you're having a good time and you're still collaborating, you're getting yourself out there in multiple ways, you know, you can promote and stuff like that. And it's a really good time. But in order to really, really grow on Twitch, I'm not going to lie, you need to start from somewhere else. And I'm not saying I started from somewhere else entirely, but I did have a TikTok following or some kind of TikTok, and I pulled some people from TikTok over, which gives you that little boost, right? And say you even get like an average of 5 more average viewers, that's going to push you from the bottom 2 to up past like 30, 40 more people. And that's just 5 people watching an average viewer count is so much higher, like better on a viewer count. So getting any other platform, say you start on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and just promoting your live streams on other channels and having some people come through will help just a tiny little bit. And you just keep doing that over and over for consistency.
Ooh, for context also, for people who don't know, do you know like when you first started growing, like how many followers you had on TikTok? Some people get curious about these numbers.
Oh, like how much I have or how much I have? What do you mean?
Like like when you first started growing on Twitch, how many followers at the time do you know that you had on TikTok?
On TikTok.
Because you mentioned that TikTok was like, you know, kind of like also what helped you.
It's not a lot. Like TikTok is really, really hard to convert over from TikTok to Twitch.
Yeah.
But you're just hoping that maybe that one person that saw you on TikTok will actually really enjoy your Twitch streams. And that's 1 viewer, right? That's 2 viewers, 3 viewers. And even then, like I have not that much on TikTok. I have like 34,000, which is not that much compared to some other people. And 34,000 is still, the conversion rate of that is very, very low over to Twitch. People on TikTok are not going to go through the time to be like, all right, cool. Maybe they'll drop you a follow, but they're not going to spend the most of the time on Twitch. So it's really just, if you can pull people in from that community and have them just into the whole community as a whole, like I'd say 1 or 2, regardless of what number I am at following number. It doesn't matter about how many followers you have. It's more about engagement on your videos. So you can have like 2,000 followers, but hit like a 3 million video, right? A 4 million, say I had like a 5 million. I don't know if you've seen the ping pong one, but a 5 million video. And that one brought in a lot of people and it could definitely grow a lot of followers, but it's more about like getting to know you and getting to know your channel and actually going through with following on Twitch. So it's video engagement really more so than follow and count.
Nice.
I agree with that.
I like that insight. Engagement is key, guys.
Right.
True.
What about you, Gil?
I think so. Okay, I kind of talked about like how I pivoted my content from just random gaming, because I used to really just do whatever the fuck, and like I guess I think I had to really re-engineer the way I thought about it, because when I first started Twitch, I didn't really think too much about like funneling my TikTok over to Twitch. So I definitely made a lot of blunders, especially when my account was growing. I
Mhm.
remember like the year of 2021 was the most insane amount of growth ever. I skyrocketed from 100,000 followers on TikTok in to about 350 in about 4 months.
Dang.
And the fact that I did not think to like, oh, why don't I convert these people over to my Twitch streams during that year? Like that is something I honestly will never forgive myself for, and it's something I still kick myself in the ass for not capitalizing more on. But at the same time, like I didn't have the knowledge back then, so like how would have I
Yeah.
just miraculously like, oh yeah, duh, you know? Because like I can look back now and think about that. But not only just like the converting from like TikTok over to Twitch, like not only is that hard, but I also think on my Twitch streams, I really had to look at the way I was streaming. Just wasn't efficient, and it just wasn't. I would watch on my own VODs and I would get bored of myself. I'd be like, yeah, like I wouldn't watch me. So I really had to re-engineer my attitude when it came to like, okay, if I want people to actually stay and watch and chat, what do I have to change up? And I started just trying out a lot of different things. I tried out cooking streams. I tried out just chatting a lot more. And I noticed that anything where I'm directly talking to my chat, that is typically what a lot of people really bought into. That's what people subscribed for. That's what people came to really chat for. And at a certain point, as long as the activity involved like attention given to an audience, giving people a reason to stay and watch, then that's how I knew like, okay, you know what, this kind of stuff is making the difference. And that's when I started going up to like 30 viewers, 40 viewers. And then the more I kept doing that, like the more steady of a base that I was building. And then it wasn't really until my about almost 2 years ago now, I decided to start doing serialized content. And
Mm.
this, I'm not gonna lie, was because this was the fall. This was like right after Cutie Cinderella had raided me, and I started doing a lot of research into YouTube content because I was already thinking about like maybe trying to build a YouTube audience, because I was looking at all these bigger streamers. I was studying them literally like textbooks. Like I was studying the way they did their socials, the way they did their streams, and I realized a key difference was that they know what their content is before they even stream it. Whereas before, I didn't know what I was even doing. So like, how am I going to expect what to give my viewers if I don't even know what the structure of my stream is going to be? So that's kind of how I started like redoing things and kind of thinking, okay, I think this is a good stream idea because of this content. This is how it can kind of work. If I invite maybe these people, then the dynamic will be pretty fun. And I think that would be really entertaining for people. And that's when I started doing the serialized content of like my mental health Mondays that Catliente, you've been a part of yourself, and Logan, you too officially have now been on it. So yeah, building that up to be part of my brand, also having kind of variety sprinkled in with like cooking streams or rating people's Instagrams or I don't know, just bantering with my chat, I think really was able to kind of build a bit more consistency with what my brand is as like a chatting person. So that's how it worked for me. I think no, my experience is obviously not going to be able to work for everyone, but I do encourage everyone to explore, especially if you're somebody who's interested in streaming. And I know, Kat, you have a chat of a lot of people who are like thinking about getting into it, or like
yeah,
maybe they're
oh
just
yeah,
starting out. So I've like for people who are starting out, I definitely would recommend like, don't be afraid to explore those kinds of reasons of like, what do you want to give your audience? Like, what do you want them to walk away from your stream feeling? Like, if you can kind of pinpoint what kind of effect you want your content to have, it's a lot easier to build up what kind of content you want to create in the first place. Because I know, like, when I got started, I was like, well, I like League of Legends, I like Genshin Impact, but like no one gives a fuck, right? Because I realized that like at the end of the day, people wanted to watch me interact, and that's what I focused on. So yeah,
I think that's really well said. If I might add on to what you're saying,
yeah, go for it.
Someone who's a really good example, like I was in the same position, and I still am kind of figure out my niche and kind of stuff. You got to find a niche, right? I got to say that one, I started on TikTok trying to do Twitch stuff, and it flopped entirely hard.
I feel that
the people that do it really, really well are, for example, you need to create a brand like Schrodingerly or Caliente. Caliente does a really, really great job of building her brand of like, oh, what are you coming here for? What are you looking for? And obviously people are looking at this and realizing that it's they're going to get some kind of thing, and that's what they're following for, right? And if you're trying to build something like what I guess a product, you got to kind of treat yourself or the stuff you do as the product, right? And it has to be consistent. If you have scrub daddies making hot dogs, it's kind of weird, right? If you have, like a Starbucks making pizzas, it's interesting. It's interesting. But you kind of really have to think about what is your product that you're consistently giving out, because if it's too much of a variety, then it's weird. But it is also about opening that scope of variety eventually in the long term, right? That's kind of the hope.
No, I completely agree. Yeah, I always tell people, like, variety is obviously very fun, but you can't just, like what Gil said, go live and do fuck all and whatever you want, because there is, like you said, Logan, like doing too much and like spreading yourself too thin across like way too many genres, and then you're not known for anything because you do everything. And you do need to like kind of like find a pillar or something to go stand on and like make that the pillar of your content, and then you can branch out from there into like more variety stuff. And I think it's very interesting because you guys actually both do a somewhat similar type of content in a way, like plans out React content. Like Logan, you said you have your red flag thing, and then Gil, you do like rating the Instagram stuff like that. Oh yeah, well, do you have something to say, Logan?
I have to actually add on to that what I was saying before. When I said Caliente, you also need to, in tandem, maximize publicity. We were both on Jubilee videos.
Yes.
Right? You're good at what you did because you maximized, oh, you are a streamer here. This is the way you're kind of plugging it, right? And you told everyone what you're doing, and you put yourself out there and on a mass scale, which is huge, right? Similar thing to like putting yourself on TikTok and you know what you do. I was an idiot. I was just like, do dating show, but it's like,
actually, I meant to ask you actually, like, do you think you got more people coming to your streams after that Jubilee video?
Oh yeah, they think I'm an idiot, but it's hilarious.
The guy with 0 rings.
Yeah, that's what they call me. That's my branding. Oh shit,
your legacy
forever cannot talk to women. That's how it is,
But yeah. Okay, the whole concept of that Jubilee show was fucked though. Like, how are you supposed to just like, give me Riz? Like, what are you supposed to do?
It's hard.
Dude, Riz on demand is hard. Like for me, I don't. Like, I know a lot of people make fun of you for it, Logan, but if I were there, like, I think I'm equally, if not more awkward. Like, sometimes Leslie talks to me in Minecraft, and I'm just like, no, we don't.
Stutter.
Like, fuck. Like, I try to get into the role play, and I'm just like, yeah, Leslie, whatever you say. And 10 iron ingots coming right up, So it's I get you, bro.
No, literally, like in Goose Goose Duck, like Leslie was gaslighting the fuck out of me, right? And normally I would try to gaslight them back, but because it was Leslie, I was like trying to speak coherent sentences, and like my brain just became mush, and I was, I can't. Like
it's hard.
I know. I was like, I'm normally not a fangirl. I normally do not fangirl over like anyone or anything.
Me neither.
Maybe I'm too much of a narcissist to do that. But when it comes like Foosley, I've been like watching her for forever, so it's like I can't act around her, and like these other like hosts as well, because again, like I've been watching I freaking, not as long as you, Gil, but I've been playing League since like season 5, season 6. I have like 4,000 hours in it. So I've seen a lot of boxes stuff, and struggled to act like a human being. I literally feel like three cats in like a human suit, trying to like pretend during this whole thing.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a struggle.
We're all pulling like strings, like trying to get the arm to move.
Yeah. Hello, Box.
Hi, Foosley.
Don't think I'm weird, please.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, like even you get the same feeling, and that's why I'm so glad they're not doing interviews. Because when I was in front of the cameras for the Riz video, right, the nerves, like I'd be fine until I go up, right, and then they say, "All right, start rolling," and then just bang, you're like sweating. I'm like, wait, I've lost everything that I was thinking about beforehand.
Especially it's like start. Okay, give Riz. What do you do?
This is what I say all the time. It's like when you get into that perfect hiding spot for hide and seek, then you have to piss, and then you're like, oh crap, you know. And it's just that same feeling. It's but no, it's true.
I know.
They did come out with a sequel though of like the females of Riz, and I was actually talking about this. It's a lot easier when you see the energy given back.
Yeah.
So I mean, you'll see if you haven't seen that already.
No, I mean, I again have so much mad respect. Like, it's too hard to try to come up with Riz on the spot, and also I feel like if you're a girl trying to Riz up a dude, it's just easier because the dude would be more receptive in general to it.
Bro, just them being there is their Riz, bro.
That's true.
Women,
it's like,
what the fuck?
How do talk to women?
Dude, if a pretty girl came up to me trying to Riz, dude, I'm gonna fucking melt. Like, I would just stutter. Yes, you have my you have Riz. Yes.
It's intimidating.
I know. Damn, like I could not do that Jubilee show, and like because the show at least that I was on was at least like it was so awkward because it was like it was like the ranking one. So like for context and people who don't know, like I was also on a Jubilee show that was like influencers rank each other based on how much you make. But what do? Look at somebody and be like, you look broke, so go back there. Like you can't say that. No. So it's like it's so awkward to try to like move somebody because it's like I think you're more poor than the other person. Yes, go back. No. It's hard.
You know what's funny though is influencers make a lot less than you think. I think. Yeah, it's kind of
until like the super elite. It's like it's like a huge jump. Yeah, from like medium size to big size income creator or sorry, medium size to large size creators. The income gap is incredible.
I was actually very shocked that like there was even like the smallest creator made like 100K.
That's crazy.
I was surprised they didn't bring on somebody that like made nothing because so many creators make nothing.
Put me in, bro. I make like $5 a month. Come on.
It's like at last place we have Gil, monthly income negative.
I mean, people associate follower count.
Yeah.
People associate follower count with money income, right?
That's true.
But it's not.
But that's the thing too. Is say you see somebody on TikTok, someone has like 1 million on TikTok. They might have management, but let's be honest, TikTok doesn't pay that much. One, unless you get like a good contract, and two, it's you don't make $1 million. You know, TikTok's a lot easier to get followers than it is Twitch, right? So
yeah,
true.
No, the amount of misunderstanding that people are like, oh, I know, like, because I do a lot of like finance content, so I actually talk to a lot of people about finances. Which down the line, I want to do like interviews about that. I don't know if anybody would be down to reveal their finances, though. To me, haha. But like,
I'll tell you on Twitch what I make on Twitch. You want me to tell you?
Sure. Let's hear it.
It's like $100, $200 maybe a month.
Dude, that's better than nothing. Also, you're growing like exponentially right now, though. I predict it's gonna go up.
Which is okay, but you think about it, like, if you realize, like, there's so many people doing Twitch, right? And of course, most of your money is going to be external, either maybe donations or, bits or whatever, or sponsorships, which partnerships, depending on if you have. But you realize, like, someone doing a bartending job, for all the hours you stream on Twitch, the curve is a lot worse. Like, you are reaching it all for a lot of money, but you are also getting absolutely nothing trying to survive.
The amount of people that comment under my TikToks that are like, Kat, I want to get rich quick, so like I'm gonna start streaming, and I am like, you're a dumbass, bro. Like, go to Starbucks and get a barista job, and you will actually make astronomically more, guaranteed. Actually, compared to like Twitch, which is not even guaranteed.
Yeah.
Honestly, that doesn't sound terrible. Starbucks benefits are kind of lit.
No, I have friends who work there.
Stuff.
Yeah, they make good money.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, no, it's like the financials and stuff like that is absolutely crazy for streamers and like content creators in general, and it's literally a ballpark. And I know TikTokers who would literally average or like less than 100K followers, but they make more than people with like 1 million. It's very interesting.
It depends on. Okay, I also think it depends on what type of brand deals they get.
Yes.
Because fashion and skincare deals pay out the ass. Like if you're in the beauty industry, there's so much money, which is low key. I would love to break into the beauty industry.
I feel like you easily could.
I think you can.
Okay,
You're
I
beautiful.
don't know. Okay, don't. All right.
Sin City wasn't made for you.
But yeah, I think because the content I do doesn't, it's like, you know, I dance, so usually I'll get audio sponsorships, but I think like breaking into like clothing or fashion or beauty, that is where the money on TikTok
Ooh,
is.
Gil, can
a lot of smaller what's up?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
How much do you on average make for an audio sponsorship? Do you can say that you don't want to disclose it also, because I'm putting you on the spot about this.
It's all good. Because I'm transparent with like my community on this as well. I don't have nearly as much engagement as I should, mostly because lack of consistency. Like I really like my videos struggle to get to like 10K sometimes, just because I have not been posting every single day.
I post every single day and I still struggle to get there. It's all good.
That's hard, dude. Whatever algorithm, they've really just shafted us, bro.
I gotta say though, TikTok is really, really big on consistency. I think, you know, to be honest, I've just given up TikTok. I think Instagram Reels is like, you can post a really good one and it'll pop off. And
Reels is a little bit more
Reels is crazy.
It's way more forgiving. And then
they also used to pay like actually a lot.
Wait, they still do, but they have a different program now. They have an ad program.
Wait, what?
Where if they show your Reels alongside ads, you will get paid a portion of the ad revenue. I had a video that went viral like today. It hit like over 500K. It was a video about me losing all my fingernails, and that one like blew up. And I got guess how much money I made from that. 500K. It's over.
500K.
Yes.
Oh, like $200.
$9.33 as of now.
Oh, that's great. Hey, you know what?
That's a boba.
I haven't made anything. I
True.
haven't made anything on Instagram.
Oh, we take those, but like
we take
500K for $9.33.
That's crazy. That's true.
The Reels bonus program treated me so much better than this.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I would say Reels is a little bit more forgiving, but my management, who helps me snag these brand deals for TikTok, usually the offers come in ranging from 200 to 500 per audio.
Ooh.
And if I do like a couple of these a month on top of Twitch income, that's usually so that is basically what's making my lifestyle sustainable. Like my net gain is not a whole lot each month because of rent and, you know, paying for other things. But like it's doable. And like obviously the more I grind, the more I grow on Twitch. The hope is that, you know, like I'll get to a point where it's more sustainable and I can start to live a little bit more comfortably,
a little bit more lavishly. Maybe like 2 bobas a week instead of 1.
Yeah, it's maybe 2 instead of 1. But yeah, usually from 200 to 500 per audio.
Wait, that's really good. Normally I've seen audio sponsorships go like way lower because they pay like really weirdly, I feel like. But maybe it's also my content does not line up with audio like at all.
That's true. I think a lot of it is because like it's smaller artists trying to promote their music, and also the rate changes based on your engagement. So because my engagement is on the lower end, I'm definitely getting a lower quality deal. But I think overall, you know, eventually, like as I continue to like push myself on the platform, like I've low key given up on TikTok because of streamer camp for the past week. But the moment Thursday passes, I'm hopping back on it. I swear.
You want to make a TikTok with me? I'll do the fucking thing for you. I'll do the dance for you. Yeah. I got you. I will.
But yeah, that's kind of like what my TikTok income is looking like right now. So yeah.
Ooh. Thank you for telling. Oh my gosh, a lot of people like. It's hard to talk about that stuff.
No. I made $2 on TikTok.
Hey, that's $2 I didn't have prior. That can buy you like what? I don't know, a quarter of
half a Prime sub.
Yeah, I was gonna say like half a Subway. I literally was like half a Subway sandwich.
If you think about it, like what one subscriber for my entire TikTok career, if you think about it on Twitch, like it makes no like hands down. Like that makes sense.
TikTok.
So.
Wait, are you part of the TikTok creativity beta fund thing
I actually didn't even click that one. I was just like,
Wait, dude, that one pays bank. It pays bank.
Oh,
well, I
actually,
don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I kind of give up.
It pays. I make like over 1,000 a month from it. But it's like your videos have to be over a minute long. So because I do like educational talking videos, almost all my videos exceed it anyways.
All right.
Wait, is there a view count minimum to like monetize?
The requirements are you need 10,000 followers, you need to be over 18, and you need 100,000 video views in the last 30 days. And to be in the US.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
100,000. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That's one viral video, dude.
Yeah,
you got this.
I could do it. I've done it.
Okay, that's true. That's true. I've done it before. I can do it again.
I believe, dude, but it's actually they pay based on like it's like the same system as like the YouTube ad revenue thing with the CPM, but the CPM is really high. And it's like per thousand. It's so.
Oh, clicks per minute.
TikTok, please don't ever take this away. It's actually OP.
Yeah.
Okay, but we do need to wrap it up because we're coming into time. But we had such a great conversation.
All good.
I do one thing that that I wanted to ask like, every streamer because I'm curious. If you could do one thing differently in your career, what would you change? And I think Gil, you already mentioned this one.
I did. Should I just go first or?
Yeah, you can do like a shorter version.
Sure. I would have pushed myself to just create more content when I had the opportunity of growth. Whatever was working at the time, like I used to be, so I was the guy on TikTok that would make silly little dance videos of me in my lab coat because I used to be a scientist. I was a corporate slave. I worked in a lab, and when on my downtime, I would film dance videos and I would just post them. And for whatever reason, people absolutely went feral for them.
Because it was funny as fuck seeing a dude dancing in a lab coat in a lab. Like it was just funny.
Yeah, but people were just a little too down bad for it. I was like, whoa, why is this a thing? But for whatever reason, I feel like I don't know why I like didn't gas pedal that harder because I really should have. And not only that, there were moments that I should have like that were so clippable for like easy TikToks or easy reels or YouTube shorts. For example, when Cutie Cinderella rated me, never once thought to make a video about it. When СoCiaLss rated me for the first time, never once thought to. When Trainwrecks donated 10K to me, I never I just didn't think to.
Wait, you're glossing over that part.
Wait, I know you went over that so fast.
Trainwrecks.
Oh,
context.
So, СoCiaLss is friends with Trainwrecks, and she rated me actually 1 year ago in July, and Trainwrecks was in the chat, and I guess he was feeling really generous, so he was just like,
for content.
No, he didn't even ask for anything. He just joked around with me. He was like, because he came in with Caitlyn's raid, and he was like, you're not hot enough for 10K or whatever. And I was like, oh, you're right, Trainwrecks. I gotta touch grass. I gotta go to the gym. You're right. And then he was just like, nah, I'm just playing. I'll send it over right now. And then I missed that message. And then next thing I know, because like there's so many people in chat, the chat's moving insanely fast. You know, Caitlyn's bringing in like over 300,000 viewers, and then I get the notification that he donated $10,000 to my PayPal, and it could not have come at a better time because I maybe Kat remembers this, but that last year I got into a really bad car accident, and the door on my car was like completely dented in, and that $10,000 gave me enough money to not only fix my car, but also this is around the time when I moved out to the room I'm living in with my roommate Kevin, because we were looking for housing at the time, and that $10,000 gave me enough for a security deposit and enough to cover the cost of the car. So that I literally could not have been here if it wasn't for Train. So
wow.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people like they have mixed opinions about him because of like Kick and whatnot, but like personally, like I could not.
He's a really generous guy.
He is very generous, and I do believe he believes in the genuineness of creators. I do believe he cares for the creator atmosphere. So anyways, sorry, kind of going back to I see like that, a moment like that, like, you know, like I just never thought to like capitalize on that. Right,
here's how to go back. You clip this part of the stream, and then now this will be a TikTok video.
True. See, there's a lot of content I feel like we did today, or we did this week, with like all the collabs.
Yeah.
With, like Logan's IRL or sorry, Logan's cooking stream, the IRL we did with Greasy, like everything else over the past weeks. That I feel like like I should probably capitalize on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
He's got a good point.
yeah,
there's just so much content. I mean, anything can be content, really. Like, it's just, there's one, anything can be content, and two, any way you edit it is also content, right? There's just so many different ways to go about it. And you're thinking about finding things that are hard, or like it might be hard for you to like make some good content. It's really not. It's out there. You just kind of have to put the effort into like kind of put some pressure on it, right? But no, I completely agree. What was the question?
The question was, if you could do one thing differently in your career, what would you do?
I think mine would have been be more consistent with it. Like you kind of need a hard point to be like, all right, am I going to do this or am I not going to do this? And if you're not going to do this, like you got to know that you're not going to want to take it seriously or not. Mainly because one, before I was like, oh, I like Twitch streaming. I'll just do it like as a hobby. Even though I wanted to do it as a hobby, I'm not going to lie to myself. Like being a full-time streamer would have been cool, or doing this more often, like to a lot more viewers and stuff would have been a lot more cooler. But it takes a lot of work to get there. And if I started earlier, if I was really honest with myself a lot earlier, I would have been a lot farther than I was now. Because I streamed, this account is old. My first stream was over a few years ago. And if I was like, you know what, hey, do it and don't let anyone kind of judge you otherwise. Also, don't worry about how people judge you, right? Because when you're putting yourself out there, when you're on stream, people are going to watch you and have their own thoughts. People are going to say certain things. People are going to chat it's Twitch chat, right? People are going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. And if you can let that get to whether or not you want to continue streaming, whether you want to do something like that, you got to not. Okay. I think, what was this? Maybe something that Pokimane said, or someone online that tweeted it, is whatever, but it was like, don't kill the cringe, right? Kill the part that cringe is. And another way to say it is just like, stop caring, stop giving a shit, and just go full force.
That is really good.
Yeah,
that's such a good quote.
Especially when I was getting started too, like I remember getting a lot of like judgment from IRL people, and I feel like that really hindered. Like I'm thinking back about it now, that is honestly why I hesitated to like push my TikTok even harder, because when I started getting more attention, I could just feel like the people from like my IRL college and stuff. I could just feel like I just felt really uncomfortable.
It's this feeling, right? It's like you don't know what they're saying. You
just know they're talking though.
Right.
And I just didn't like that. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to grind it. So that's why I now that I think about it, Logan, you bring up a really good point. Like,
not even that. I had an ex-girl. The reason why I took a 2-year break was I had an ex-girlfriend who was like, yeah, you're streaming to like 5 people. It's kind of cringe. And I stopped. And I stopped for like 2 years. And I was like,
not the ex, man.
And so it took me a while to be like, you know what? I liked it before. I don't know what stopped me. It was like a toxic past, and now it's just I might as well just go all in for it and just say fuck it. And I did, and it was the best decision ever. So
yeah, fuck them. Stick with streaming, dude. I literally had that too. Huge. Like I started streaming because of an ex, and then he was like a
oh my god
10 average year Andy, and then he was like, oh, I don't like how you're talking to guys on Twitch, and I'm like, you motherfucker, you're a dude on Twitch. Why are you pulling this? And then he was like,
everyone's a dude on Twitch.
No,
who needs a significant other? You have chat.
True.
yeah.
The face you're making, Gil. Okay, so to wrap this up, where can we find you guys? Like, what are your socials? What are your social handles so that everyone knows to go look you guys up?
Logan, you can go first.
Yeah, that's fine. No, thanks, Gil. My name is LoganRDJ on pretty much everything except Instagram. LoganRDJM on Instagram. I am on Twitch. Mainly, I try to tweet stuff, but it's more like a grandpa trying to use Twitter for the first time. And then Instagram, I just post stories and stuff. You can find my Maple Stories logs. That's my Maple Story name, level 244. So
that's actually kind
of
insane.
Off, damn.
Hell yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Gilbert Gil, Linstantnoodles. I don't know if because we've been talking for a while, so I don't know if anyone caught that from the beginning. But hello, I am Linstantnoodles on every single social media. Because I thought of my username in middle school and claimed it. Luckily, no one has ever been as dumb as me to try to take that username, except on TikTok. I actually have to have an underscore after my name on TikTok. So whoever Linstantnoodles is on TikTok, please give me my name. I swear to God.
That's me.
Oh, okay. Just take it. It's all good. But yeah, on TikTok, I do a lot of dance content. If you guys are interested in K-pop covers or just mental health shit posting memes, that's what I do on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Here on Twitch, the meat is a little bit juicier. I do variety. I chat. I yap. I bitch. I whine. I complain. And I do a lot of different things. So come for the chaos, stay for the ass, yeah, or however I usually say it on my stream.
I stay for the ass.
Stay for the feet.
Oh, don't get me started on those. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Hope to see y'all around. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Kat Liente, for hosting this awesome. I think this format awesome, of like interviews as like about streaming is like honestly a really good format.
I do. I like it.
Yeah.
No, I was cooking this up for so long. So I'm excited that we managed to make it happen. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it because like, especially this is like a new thing that I'm doing. So thank you for being like my test guinea pigs for this until I get a system solidified down.